Welcome to Rambler Sports Talker's coverage of the 2022 Arch Madness Tournament. I'm Amelia Ickes. To kick things off yesterday, number 8 seed Illinois State faced off against number 9 seed Indiana State, and they had a special guest in attendance. Former head coach Dan Miller was in attendance for the game on press row. Miller left the team with just a few games left in the season. Interim head coach Brian Jones had this to say about his appearance.
He was man enough and mature enough and humble enough to say, I'm going to step down. I'm going to start with that. But he talk about a person who lives and breathes and gave his heart and soul to Illinois State. So
Illinois State took down the Sycamores. They move on to face University of Northern Iowa today. After the game, Valparaiso and Evansville faced off. RSL reporter Mary Plankey checked in with an Evansville beat writer for his perspective on the game.
I'm here with Chad Lindskog, the sports editor of the Evansville Courier Press. Now, Evansville started to creep up there. Why do you think they just couldn't get past Valpo?
The last time that Valpo and Evansville played, Evansville scored the first 16 points after halftime. This time, Evansville scores the first 7 points after halftime, and Valpo was just ready to weather the storm this time. They didn't let a run get away from them, and Evansville just couldn't get stops at the other end to truly climb back and make it a competitive game for the rest of the second half.
Now, you guys did have a lot of fans, come out tonight. What do you think that did for the team?
I think it was great support. It's tough when you're in last place in the league, when you're setting records for fewest wins and most losses, but Evansville has a great fan base, and they traveled well. It's only a 2.5-hour drive, and I'm sure that support fueled them, especially when they started to get close after halftime.
Now, I have to ask, Evansville made almost no substitutions in the second half. What do you think this did to their overall, performance in tonight's game?
They've really played just the starters for most of the season. They've had a short bench. They've had some injuries that have affected them. They eventually did make a couple substitutions late, but I think it's because they were pressing on defense and just getting kind of some tired legs. They needed to shuffle people in. But they were just sticking with their starters tonight, and it worked for a while, but they just kind of ran out of gas in the end.
Thank you so much, Chad.
Thanks, Mary. Loyola will play its first game of the tournament against number 5 seed Bradley University today. Before the big game, RSL reporter Gabbi Lumma checked in with some fans and some special guests to see their perspective on the game.
The Missouri Valley Conference Tournament, Arch Madness, kicked off tonight, March 3rd, in St. Louis. Loyola held a fan and alumni reception tonight at Ballpark Village to kick off the weekend. The event invited attendees to mingle, eat, and also listen to special guest speakers, President Dr. Joanne Rooney, Loyola Athletic Director Steve Watson, and Loyola head coach Drew Valentine. Fans from all over travel to the tournament each year, but this is the last for the Ramblers as they prepare to join the Atlantic 10 Conference in July. Loyola alumni and former women's basketball player Maggie Tozalowski said she looks forward to attending the tournament each year.
St. Louis thrives during this time of year because of the onslaught of fans, and it's just really fun to have such a great niche community with the Valley fans come to St. Louis, and obviously we want Loyola to do well this weekend so we can go out with the fans.
Dr. Rooney added she enjoys seeing all the fans come out to support the team, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic posed as a roadblock for fans to attend.
When you look around and you realize the support, and just over the last several years, seeing it in Gentile and throughout the season, it's just an exciting time to be a Rambler, and it's great support for our team, and we can't thank everybody enough for it.
Loyola is set to face the number 5 seed Bradley University at 2:30 p.m.
Thanks, Gabby. That's all for our coverage for the first day of Arch Madness. Stay tuned for more from all of us at RSL.